Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the SBA PPP Paycheck Protection Program, how much funding they have left, what states received what, how many loans was dished out. PPP program is going fine and they have a lot of money left over. They have about $130 billion left over in the PPP. So we'll be talking about that today and what they're planning to do with that. Okay, so if this is the first time you're tuning into my channel, my name is Chawanne Burns. Please click that subscribe button. So this is just an update, okay? So Paycheck Protection Program, we'll go over that. Since those monies are being pushed out very smoothly, the report is from June 6th. So as of now, they have 4.5 million loans that was received from small business owners, a totaling of $511 billion. That was loaned out. So they have about 5,400 banks that is participating in the PPP lender group size. Some smaller groups are participating in some large banks, but it's mostly banks. There's some micro lenders. And basically the intent for the micro lenders and all that stuff is to reach the funding that are, those areas that have lack of access to capital. Okay, so those monies could reach those people out there. Okay, so let's go over states and territories. Basically, it looks pretty like the EIDL program. California having the most loan count of 530,000 loans. $66 billion or $67 billion went to California. They do have a to be confirmed, so I'm assuming that's in the works. So that's about 173 loans. They can't really determine where those are coming from, but it's about $6.5 million. So California is the winner. And if you looked at my last update, we did see California has, as far as businesses, California has approximately 4 million businesses, and then the next to that is New York. New York has about 2.5 million businesses or small businesses in their area. New York, 294,000 loans approved, $37 billion. The Senate, they were not in agreement with how the money was dished out, meaning they thought some more dollars could be allocated towards other areas or other places. New York was heavily hit, so you think they'll have more loans, but they don't. But right now they're at 294,000 loans that was received, about $37 billion. Arizona has about 75 billion or 75,000 loans that were approved, about $8.4 billion that was sent out. Illinois had 186,000 loans approved with $22 billion. Michigan, 114,000 loans approved with $15 billion. Okay. You got Nevada in here, 38,000 loans approved with $4 billion. You think they will have more in Nevada, but they don't. Ohio had 131,000 loans approved with $18 billion. Pennsylvania had 157,000 loans approved with $20 billion. Texas, 360,000 loans approved with $40 billion. So, I mean, if you want to know a particular state, this document is linked in my comment section. The average, okay, Chase Bank, they approved about 256 or 257,000 loans with $29 billion. Bank of America, I know Bank of America, their average loan size is $76,000. But it's kind of weird because I know Bank of America, they were calculating people's payroll wrong. They got more loans, and the average loan size is less. However, Chase Bank, less loans, and the average loan size is more. Wells Fargo, their average loan size was 59,000. PNC Bank, the average loan size was 179,000. I wonder why the discrepancy. You think they're 72,000 loans with PNC Bank and about 73,000 loans with Trust Bank. BMO Harris Bank, they only had 20,000 loans approved, but their average loan size was $230,000. About 13% of the loans went to healthcare facilities. Professional and scientific, 13% of the loans went to that. Construction, about 12.5% for construction. So you're looking at 63 to $66 billion went to those three industries. Then you have accommodation and food service. $41 billion went towards that. In retail trade, $39 billion. That's about 8% apiece. Wholesale trade, that's about 5% or 6% of the loan amount. That's about $30 billion. Real estate and rental properties, or rental and leasing, $15 billion. That's about 3%. Educational services, unclassified establishments. So they still have that. And I don't know if they lumped it up from that last report, but that's about 2%. That's over $10 billion, or just under $9 billion, or over $9 billion. So basically, this report is a detailed report for the PPP. And at the end of the report, they do give you an actual funding remaining amount, $130 billion. So if you were affected by the riots, they're talking about dedicating some of this money that's left over in the PPP to that riot, the businesses that were affected by the riots. But you'll see something in the news and in the coming. I will report on it as soon as I get that information. So just look out for that.